think I would go all the way back to the day when I was at the bank? I wouldn't even have went to the bank.
Baby, didn't they tell you that I was savage?
Jersey.
Alexa, play Amazon Music.
Going to Amazon Music.
Now, as of lately, while I've been cleaning my house, I've been loving listening to Lil Baby, who's right now in my Rediscover playlist on Amazon Music. So I do want to thank Amazon Music for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you guys did not know, let me tell you right now, Amazon Music has millions of songs for free with Amazon Prime, including Lil Baby, who's on my Rediscover playlist. Amazon Music is also launching a live concert series called Amazon Music Live. This launches weekly after Thursday Night Football exclusively on Amazon Prime. Now, I like to listen on the go, on the plane, while I'm in the car, before I'm getting ready to go out. But more than anything, I love to listen to Lil Baby while I'm cleaning my house. Why? I don't know. He just helps me vibe, and I dance and I'm rapping and I get in the mood. He really helps boost my mood because I don't always like to clean my house, but I hate a dirty home. So yeah, Lil Baby definitely helps me keep my house clean. It's super easy to sign up. I mean, if you're already an Amazon Prime member, you already have Amazon Music. So go ahead and tap my link to start streaming your favorite hip-hop artists right now. And thanks again to Amazon Music for sponsoring today's video.
Hey girl, hi guy, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we are doing a chit chat, get ready with me. On Instagram, I posed a question for you guys to send over fill in the blank statements that I had to fill in the blank while I'm doing my chit chat, get ready with me. So without further ado, let's jump into the chit chat, get ready with me. And it's going to be hair, fragrance, makeup, and outfit. So the fragrance for today is Le Labo's Thé Noir 29, and I'm also pairing it with Dossier Citrus Tea, which is inspired by Le Labo's Thé Noir 29. I did not do my lips at the end of the get ready with me, but I am wearing one of our very own Peypals cosmetic brand. This is Certified Beauty, and I'm wearing the Lippy in the shade Brick House. Last time I checked, it was sold out. You guys sold it out, but check again. It may be back in stock. It's kiss proof, which I love. Your lips are completely matte, and yeah, so I don't have to worry about like my hair flying in my makeup or my lipstick, and next thing you know is like red all in my hair. So yeah, we do hair, makeup, outfit, everything. So let's jump into the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's check. Oh wait, bonjour, oui oui, poupou, ha ha ha, great poupon. Hey y'all, welcome back. So let's get into these chit chat, get ready with me. Okay, so y'all sent me a whole bunch of fill in the blank statements, and while I'm getting ready, I'm going to fill in the blank. Okay, so first I'm starting off with my brows. Excuse me. I'm gonna start off with my brows with the oh damn. Okay, and just forgive the lighting in here, you guys. I don't know what it's gonna look like until I begin editing it, but I'm working with a desk lamp and this little Bugs Bunny night light with a little bit of daylight in the background, which I really don't feel like it's helping, but whatever, we're just doing the best we can because we are in a hotel that is really dark and dim. If y'all have any recommendations on hotels in New York that's just light, like everything is like light and content worthy, please send me recommendations because it'd be so hard to find hotels with white decor and like paintings and stuff like that. Okay, but anyway, let's get into these fill in the blank statements. Okay, so basically I posed a question on Instagram for you guys to send me statements that I have to fill in the blank, and I got so many. So let's get into it and do my makeup. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know that I am wearing blonde hair in red and black. So it may be an easy look, honestly, because I honestly don't really have to do my brows because I'm wearing a bang bob. But I'm gonna do my brows anyway just because of the video. So let's get into these questions. Okay, so first I'm going in with the One Size Beauty brow Kiki, and I have it in the shade dark brown. Okay, so the first statement, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I would be okay, so if I wasn't doing YouTube, I probably still would be a project manager. I definitely would not be making the money that I make now. I probably would be very much living paycheck to paycheck because I was before YouTube. And yeah, I would probably still be working on trying to get my PMP so I could increase my income and my salary, because that's what I was doing before I lost my job. I was working on getting my PMP so I could apply for better project management positions that paid better. Because all of those certifications that just deal with being a project manager, like, oh my god, I haven't done it in so long I kind of forgot, but Scrum and Agile and PMP and things like that, when you have those certifications, you can make over 6 figures, right? And I used to work at Lockheed Martin, so I saw what Lockheed was paying their project managers that had PMP and things like that. So I definitely wanted to get back in the door, because I got the job through like a staffing agency, but I wanted to get hired on permanently through Lockheed Martin. So I was working on getting my PMP so I could get back on at Lockheed Martin, because they had the easiest, literally the easiest job. You literally just went to work every day, and they had like this they had this weird schedule where you didn't have to come to work every day. You only had to come to work like, I think, 3 days out of the week, and the other 2, not me about to say the other 4 days. I really work 7 days a week, honestly, because I'm a vlogger, but it doesn't feel like I'm working 7 days a week. But I pick up the camera every day, so essentially I'm working 7 days a week. But yeah, I think you work 3 on, 2 off, and then 2 on, 3 off, and they had like an amazing work schedule. The benefits was good. I was just like, child, I need to get back on it. It's a piece of hair, I'm sorry. I need to get back on at Lockheed Martin. So if I wasn't a YouTuber, that's what I would be doing right now, and that's what I would be working towards. Okay, the next statement. Marriage has taught me blank. Marriage has taught me love. Marriage has taught me self-love. Most definitely. Most definitely, wholeheartedly. I don't think I loved myself when I got married. I couldn't possibly have. I could not. One, I was too young and I didn't even know myself to love myself the way that I do now. So I wholeheartedly feel like marriage has taught me self-love. Marriage has taught me patience. And what I mean by patience, I mean that in a sense that I feel like I need time to really get to know the person that I'm dating. Like, I wholeheartedly feel that I am going to end up with somebody that I've already been with. And not like a spin the block situation where it was toxic and then like we broke up for this long period of time and then we come back. No, it's not gonna be none of them toxic. No, it's not. It's not. It's gonna be somebody that we had a healthy friendship together, and maybe those boundaries crossed a little bit sexually, but we both knew that the timing wasn't right at the time, so we allowed each other to live our lives and experience different things and experience different people to the point where we realized later on down the line that this is something real, and it was just the chemistry that kept us coming back to each other, where we decided, okay, this is who I want to be with. That's what I feel like is gonna happen for me. I don't feel like I'm gonna meet somebody new and we just fall madly in love with each other and it be like that. I don't think that that's going to happen for me. I think I'm going to end up with somebody that I have already been with, because I rushed into my marriage. I only knew him 6 months before we got married. I didn't really know him. So in that situation, it taught me patience and how valuable taking your time to get to know a person really is, because not only did I marry the wrong person and he was abusive and toxic, but I also had a child with him. And that situation just, ooh, child, if I could turn back the hands of time. I would never be friends with someone who blank. Okay, I would never be friends with someone who talks about their friends and then like goes back and hang with them like everything is normal. I can't get with it, because if you do that to her, what the hell are you saying about me when I'm not around? Because you just dogged her to me, and now you on Instagram posting her talking about, oh my God, I can't wait to go on vacation with you again. Like, I miss you. I miss your company. But you was just saying that she copy off of you all the time and she want to be you and she wants your life. Like, that's mind blowing to me. I can't be friends with somebody that does that. I think that is like very much a personality disorder. Oh, wow. Okay. If I ever choose to have a sexual experience with a woman, she would have to be my reflection. Cause, no. What the heck? No, I would, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I like men. And that's it. That's it. So she would have to be my reflection, baby. Yes. A lot of self-love going on over here. Cause, yeah. Okay, it says, for my peace, I will not sacrifice happiness. I will not sacrifice my happiness. Like, y'all know I have always said in my vlogs that you are in control of your own happiness, right? I've always said this in my vlogs. You control your happiness. I would never allow someone to be abusive to me, verbally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I've been through it. I get where it comes from, but I'm not going to allow it ever in any more relationships. I guess it was something that I had to experience to really know, like, if that's something that I can tolerate. And I think that there are a lot of people out there that are tolerating it for the sake of being with someone or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I think people tolerate a lot for the sake of whatever the situation is, whether it's the friendship, the relationship, the situation, the job, the financial status, the lifestyle. I would not, that's not up for negotiation for me. That's not up for negotiation. So I will never allow someone to abuse me in any form. Okay, the next one, I would never film a vlog about how much money I make on YouTube. I just don't think that that's smart. I think it opens the door for a lot of opportunists to come around for the wrong reasons and use you. It also puts a target on your back. And it does come off a little braggadocious. There are several videos on YouTube with these little computer type of generators that basically calculate how much money I supposedly make. And I'm not in the business of trying to prove them right or wrong. Honestly, I wish I could send that video to the IRS because child. But yeah, I just don't think that that's a wise thing to do for the people that do it. Hey, if you like it, I love it, child, but I won't be doing it. It's kind of tacky to me, honestly. Just being real, it's kind of tacky. It says, if I could go back 20 years, I would do blank differently. I would do everything differently. So I would be 19. If I could go back 20 years, I would be 19. So I would probably be right there around the time let's see, it's what is it, November? I would probably be right there around the time when my child's father got stationed on my boat, and I called myself liking him. Oh child, I would go right back to that day, and I would take my ass in the house. I would take my ass back in the boat, cause I actually watched him walk up the pier, and I seen him coming on the boat, and I immediately recognized him because I had seen him before at the bank, and I thought that he was so fine. Oh, I thought he was so fine. He reminded me of somebody that I dated, but he looked better than them at the time. When I seen him at the bank, I looked a mess because I had just got all my wisdom teeth pulled. It's me really putting all this energy into my brows, and they're gonna be covered. Stop. So yeah, I had just got all of my wisdom teeth pulled, and I literally just threw anything on to go to the dentist because I had made some scrambled eggs, and one of like a little piece of the egg had got stuck in my the hole that my wisdom tooth was in, and I panicked because I didn't want it to get infected or a dry socket. So I just threw on anything. I had on some dirty Air Force Ones. I had on like a polo shirt and some jeans. I literally just threw on anything. When I say I threw on anything, I threw on anything to rush to the dentist ER. And so I needed to get some money out the bank, and I looked behind me. I was standing at the ATM, and I looked behind me, and he was standing behind me, and I was like, oh my God, he is just so attractive, right? But I never said anything to him. So I think like months later, maybe a year later, he gets stationed on my boat, and I immediately recognized him. Baby, when I tell you I would go back to that damn day, I would go back to that damn day. I think I would go all the way back to the day when I was at the bank. I wouldn't even have went to the bank. I was in the military for blank years. I was in the military for 3 years. The reason why I only was in the military for 3 instead of my entire 4-year enlistment, I got out early because girl, I snapped. I had, like the show Snapped on, they be coming on the ID channel. Yeah, it was like that. But I ain't like go all the way through. But yeah, I had snapped. I had lost my mind a little bit. I had a mental breakdown. Yeah, for real. I really had to like go to the psych ward and stay in the psych ward for a week. Yeah, that happened. So after that, I got out. I still got an honorable discharge. I still got all of my benefits and everything like that because I had already served 3 consecutive years. As long as you serve 3 consecutive years, if you get out of the military earlier than your enlistment, you still get all your benefits and an honorable discharge as long as you do 3 years. So I had literally did 3 years in a day by the time that I got out. So I still got like all of my benefits and GI Bill and all of that, but I did not finish my enlistment because yeah, girl, I lost my mind a little bit, but I'm okay now. A man has blank times to fuck up and he over with. 0. Definitely 0. Now, have I allowed someone to spin the block? Most definitely. But you are spinning the block because I have a 0 tolerance for absolutely anything. Like, I do not tolerate anything. Like, baby, I'm cutting you off if I feel like you just not giving the effort that should be given to me in this situation. Like, I know my worth. I know that I am a good woman. I know that I'm a catch. So if I start feeling inadequate during any time of the situation, I'm skating. Like, I'm just gonna go ghost. Like, we ain't even gotta talk about it. I'm not gonna send a long essay of like how I feel and I just feel like that. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You're gonna look up and we haven't talked in months and you're gonna wonder why. Now, if you spend the block and you asking why, I might tell you. But by that time, I don't give a damn. I don't care. If you want to put forth the effort that you weren't putting forth, we can try again. But honestly, you really do have 0 times to fuck up. So, and just about anything is fucking up to me. Like, if I feel it's a fuck up, it's a fuck up. If I ever stop fucking with you, it's because you. It's because of you. Because I feel like I'm a very low maintenance girlfriend. I'm a low maintenance friend. I do not require a lot. I do not ask for anything. I don't ask for much. Like literally in my friendships, I don't think that there is probably one friend, ex-friend, foe, whatever, that can sit back and say I asked them for clothes, I asked them to wear shoes, I asked them to borrow money, I called them all the time, I needed them for this, I needed them for that. Beyond like just a regular phone conversation when I might feel like, oh, okay, let me call her, update her on what's going on in my life, or maybe I need some relationship advice, or maybe I'm acting irrational about a certain situation, so I need to call my friend for her to talk me off the ledge or tell me, you know, if I'm overreacting and stuff like that. But beyond that, like I'm definitely a low maintenance friend. So if I ever stop fucking with somebody, it's because I felt like they wanted me to, because I don't do anything to my friends that I don't want done to me. So if you do something, this is so blotchy. Why is this color so blotchy? So I'm using this item in my element palette to do my eyes. This color right here is so blotchy. It's just yeah, so I feel like if I stop fucking with you, it's because you wanted me to. Cause I feel like honestly, when a person ain't for you, you know what I'm saying, it'll come out. You know what I'm saying? I've always said that jealousy is a hard thing to hide. And that's for men, women, friendships, girlfriends, boyfriends. Jealousy is a hard damn thing to hide. It's going to come out. It's going to come out during like arguments, anger, whatever that person feel for you, it's going to come out. And there have been things that people have said to me that have alluded to that. I'm never really one that's quick to say that, you know, my friends are jealous of me or competing with me. But when those arguments come out and, oh child, when that shit hit the fan and they start saying how they really feel, that's what it be. I am most proud of blank. I am most proud of where I am today. I am really proud of myself and where I am today. Took a lot of prayer. Took a lot of manifesting. Took a lot of making sure that I stayed on top of my energy and my thought process and just the way I think. Because that is very important when it comes to manifesting. What am I doing? Like, why you do that, girl? You just doing shit now. Okay, the next one says, if you hadn't named her Karen, you would have named her Penelope. I look back and I really wish that I would have named my daughter Penelope. Penelope Sky. My favorite memory with Karen is, okay, so there's this video. It's on my Instagram, but I archived it. And we're listening to On My Level. Wait a minute now, let me be still. Hold on, child, because I just blinked and was finna mess some shit up. Lord. If you can talk and do your liner, you are a freaking goat. Oh, this is just a fucking mess. How the hell am I gonna fix this? Wow. It's giving you're not a goat. It's giving you're a black sheep. The reason why you are struggling is because you got your mirror too fucking far. Dingbat. Okay, the next statement is a friend that acts differently in front of your man is not your friend. I always say you don't even really know who your friends are until you bring them around your boyfriend or your husband and you pay attention to how they act. If they start acting extra, trying to get all this attention, like over sexualizing themselves, talking about sex, talking about things that they do in the bedroom in front of your man, baby, that is not your friend. Watch out. Cause ma'am is selling herself. Like she's selling a pitch. Baby, she is selling a pitch. I had this one friend. What the hell is going on here? Why y'all keep making that noise? Stop. I had this one friend. Me, her and my boyfriend, we went to the club. And she had on this black leotard like jumpsuit. Y'all remember like when American Apparel was like a thing? And like all the girls wore like American Apparel everything. So she had on this American Apparel jumpsuit, and at the time this was like my best friend. I bullshit you not, we went to the club and we was like sitting outside. It was me, her, and my boyfriend. She stood up in front of my boyfriend. I bullshit you not, I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating. Hold on. She stood up in front of my boyfriend and she was like, oh my God, my coochie looks so fat in this jumpsuit. Now, I didn't even stop being her friend after that. I gave that friendship so much grace. Oh, child, Lord. That girl got grace after grace in that friendship. I gave that friendship a lot of grace, but eventually we end up going our separate ways. So pay attention to the signs because they're there and they will always show and pop up. I think that is also something that is very hard to hide too. A person's intentions, true intentions, a woman's true intentions around your man. That's gonna come out. All right, next statement. I would never buy a man. You know, a lot of men got price tags on them right now. And a lot of women are buying into it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Cause my thing is, I don't want to buy nothing that I don't have a guarantee if I can keep it or not. And every guy that I know that has been bought, and every girl that I know that has bought them, they weren't able to keep them. I ain't buying nothing I can't keep. The whole purpose of the purchase is that it is mine. So if I'm spending money on you and I'm still sharing you, that's not buying, that's renting. I'm not doing it. If I had to use 1 cent for the rest of my life, what would it be? It would be Initio's Oud for Greatness. The performance of that perfume all day, from the initial spray all the way down to the dry down, all the way down to it just sitting on your clothes and your skin days later. The performance just wows me every fucking time. I could go in my closet and smell Oud for Greatness on my clothes that I wore weeks ago. Cause let's be honest, I don't always like wash everything that I wear when I take it off. Like, if you do it, okay, good for you, child. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Ooh! Y'all remind me to go to CVS and buy me a new duo glue, because this one done had it. It's a wrap. I can't take myself today. I cannot. I'm irritating me. I am irritating me. For me, a deal breaker in a relationship is blank. A deal breaker in a relationship is a woman sliding in my DM. Baby, that's it for me. I feel like we probably can work through a lot, but once old girl slide in my DM, in regards to you, in regards to whatever we got going on, whether she coming to me as a woman because you are hers, or she coming to me as a woman because you mine, but you messing with her. Either way, once somebody slide in my DM, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. It ain't nothing else to talk about. When she slide in my DM, I'm gonna be like, oh sis, I did not know I was messing with your man, even though he mine. You can have him. The towel has been thrown in, okay? The towel has been thrown in. I am not fighting for you. It's just way too much out there. It's too many opportunities. I ain't no ugly woman. I might be a little difficult, but I don't even feel like I'm hard to deal with. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I don't feel like I'm hard to deal with at all. I'm very easy to deal with. I'm not fit to sit here and turn this into a pick-me session though of why I'm easy to deal with. I am easy to deal with. These are bougie blinks. Oh girl, these look like they fit to be doing the most. You know who always has something to say about my eyelashes? White men. I ain't gonna say clear men because I don't even know if it was a white woman that was in my comments, but she was like, it's wrong for me to say call white people clear. I don't see how it's wrong when clear is literally the opposite of dark. And there is a such thing as dark skin. So, but okay, I'll stop saying it. This sensitive ass society, you can't say nothing now, you can't do nothing now. What in the absolute hell? Girl, these lashes is big, girl. I don't know. Child, I'm about to go back to Kansas. Toto, these lashes is about to take me back to Kansas. Okay, it says 2 qualities I love in a man are blank and blank. Okay, 2 qualities I love in a man is how good he smells and how well he speaks. I love a well-versed, well-spoken man. I love a man that I can learn from. Smelling good is definitely like number 1. But I love a man that can teach me things and that I can learn things from. When I'm talking to a guy and he says something wrong, now don't get me wrong, shit, I say things wrong too, because y'all stay correcting something I say. If I pronounce something wrong or if I didn't enunciate it right, y'all will correct you, girl. But I'm talking about like easy English words that you just shouldn't be saying wrong. When I feel like I have to like correct you or tell you like how to say it the right way, I don't know, it just, I don't like that. I don't like that. Y'all gave me so many fill in the blank statements. I'm probably gonna use these for another chit chat get ready with me coming soon. I would never get blank type of cosmetic plastic surgery. I would never get butt implants. I just don't think that they would perform well in my body. I have nothing negative to say about butt implants. I just don't think that they would perform well in my body. And the way that my weight fluctuates, like, I just don't think that those are for me. Okay, the next one says, I would never hang with certain blank. And it says kind and type of YouTube females. I would never hang out with the mean girls. I would never hang out with the girls that like do those like negative reaction videos where they like kind of clickbaiting and talking about other YouTubers and stuff like that. I don't feel like I would never hang out with them. For me, like, I want to hang out with people that I have things in common with. And yeah, I don't have anything in common with a mean girl. Okay, the next one says, when I shop for clothes, I always look for blank. I always look for timeless pieces that I can wear more than once. I'm not the type of person that wears something one time and throws it away or gives it away. Now some pieces are kind of like extremely like not one time wear, but they're noticeable if you wear them more than once. It's gonna be super noticeable, like wow, she just had that green evening gown on last week, now she's wearing it again to a wedding. Things like that. But I look for timeless, classic, staple pieces. That's why I like to shop for solid colors, and you will see a lot of YouTubers, they shop for neutral colors. It's because those are staple items that you can wear over and over again without like it being super noticeable, and people, you know, keeping a track record of the things that you wear and put on. When you start wearing like bold prints and stuff like that, now don't get me wrong, I love polka dot, I love leopard, I love it, okay? I love me some leopard and polka dot, but you have to know that like that's a super memorable print. People are going to recognize it every time you wear it, and be able to keep a track record of it. So like bold prints, just, I don't know, they don't wear well, honestly. Leopard does, polka dot does, but once you start getting into like prints like those bold colors that Versace has and stuff like that, those honestly are one-time wear pieces, unless you get like a top and you can like remix it and wear it, you know, in different styles and stuff like that. But when you get them two-piece sets and stuff like that, very, very hard to remix and wear more than once. So I try to find timeless pieces that I can wear often and remix. Okay, the next one says, one of my biggest pet peeves is, okay, so this new pet peeve that just hit the streets for me is being left on red. Oh, if you want to upset me, I'm honestly like learning to be more like player about it, honestly, but I ain't gonna sit here and lie like being left on red don't bother me. It does. It bothers me a lot. Okay, it is almost 2 and we still ain't did our hair. We gotta do our hair, and Ray said he gonna be pulling up at 3:30. So this video might have to go up tomorrow. Yeah, I don't like being left on red. I think that is so inconsiderate. Like, if you open it, and I know like sometimes you can accidentally open it and not really read it. I know that happens for people. But if it happened more than once, now you playing with me, cause I know you read it. So yeah, that's my new pet peeve. It used to be being if I call you and you don't pick up the phone, and I still don't hear from you all day. Like, come on now, your phone is on, I know you see a missed call. Like, that used to be my pet peeve, but now it's being left on red. The top 3 qualities I look for in a friend are, okay, so for me, I don't really look for qualities in a friendship. I don't know if that's a thing, and maybe I should, but I don't. I just hope that, you know, we relate to one another, and the things that I share with you, and because I'm a really transparent person in my friendships, I can almost guarantee you that not everything that I share on YouTube I share in my friendships. Like, if I feel like I'm close to you, I open up. And so I would just hope that with me being transparent with you and opening up to you, I just hope that, you know, you value that in whatever I share with you, you take to the grave. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see like that? It just blend out like a freaking bomb of butter. If I had one wish, it would be, till my baby's born, till my baby's born. If I had one wish, I had one wish, I would go back to, I would turn back the hands of time, and I would go back to summer 16, and I would not let my daughter go to Chicago. Okay, the next one is my toxic trait is cutting people off. The way I cut people off is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of offensive. Like, I do leave people wondering what they did wrong. I can't even count on one hand how many people I've just cut off, and I'm pretty sure that they like, I don't even know what I did. She just stopped talking to me. I do that because whenever I have went to a person or someone and voiced how I felt about something that they did, I became the problem. So now I'm just like, I ain't even gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but I'm cool on you. Now I'm going in with this cheek palette. I'm gonna blush up my cheeks. Give me a little blusher. If I could change one thing about me, it would be my forehead. Easiest question in the fucking world. My damn forehead, baby. I would bring my forehead down to about right here. You see where this band start? That's where my forehead would start. But my forehead don't start there. My forehead starts like, where my hairline is, about right here. That's where my forehead start. I don't know how that happened. I have considered forehead reduction cosmetic surgery too, by the way. Just being honest. Blank is how I temporarily escape daydreaming. I have been daydreaming ever since I was a kid, and I probably will always daydream for the rest of my life. Like, I can sit in my bed on a Sunday, Saturday morning and daydream for hours. Because honestly, I feel like all I'm doing is manifesting. I want to learn how to swim. I think in December, I'm probably going to enroll into some swim classes so I can learn how to swim. Because one thing about me, I'm going to do some water activities and can't swim. Baby, what's going to happen if she get in the water? Help. That's exactly what's going to happen. Help. Bronzing up that cheek there, you know what I'm saying? They be thinking your girl got cheek fillers, but really it's just a good old contour, and maybe it's Maybelline, maybe she was born with it. Period. I wish I would have never blank in my 20s got married. Oh yeah, I definitely wish I would have never got married in my 20s. Too young. That's a really big decision, and you don't even know life yet. You don't even know struggle. You haven't seen the world. Something I definitely recommend doing before getting married. Okay, now we are back. Going in with a little liner on the lower lash line. Next one is one word to describe myself. Resilient. I feel like I'm very resilient. I'm gonna get through anything. I might say I'm afraid of cockroaches. I might say I'm afraid of spiders. I might say I'm afraid of heights. But if I see a spider and a cockroach in my house, I'm gonna kill it. And I'm still gonna do things that require me to be up in the air and conquer my fears. So I feel like I'm very resilient. I feel like no matter what, I'm gonna get it done. I'm the type before I even ask somebody, can I borrow money, I'm gonna try to get a loan, a signature loan. I would rather get a payday loan than ask somebody, can I borrow money. So I've always been very, very resilient. Like, I'm gonna push through it. Should we smoke out our lower lash line? I think we should, since we doing a blonde bob. Bang bob. When I meet a guy, the first thing I do is look at his shoes. And it's not because like I'm judging him or trying to be funny. Like, I feel like I always have done that. Especially in the white Air Force One and white Reebok era. Baby, I look down at them shoes so fast. Dirty shoes says a lot. Like, I can't do it. I can't do dirty shoes. I do not approve. Like, where you going, sir? Where you been? And I also don't like seeing men wear those Yeezys, the ones that look like alien shoes. They just slide on. I have them, the foam runners. I do not like those. If I see a dude with those on, I'm not talking to him. I am not talking to him. Please do not approach me with them ugly ass shoes on. Like, why are you wearing those? Okay, the next one says, I protect myself from being used by not sharing my income status and my finances. I've had a lot of guy friends to share with me that when they date a lot of women, those women would pitch themselves, so to speak, to the guy. Basically, like, telling them to Google them and sharing their net worth and stuff like that. Like, girl, why are you doing it? I said to him, she sound like a Libra. Was she a Libra? He was like, oh my God, she is a Libra. Blew my mind, okay? Because one thing about it, I am not doing it. I think there's a fine line between bragging and just informing. And I'm never gonna brag about my income and my finances to a guy, because it's too many men out here that are looking to be taken care of and looking to be courted and bought and catered to and spoiled. And yeah, you're not about to finesse me, sir. You're not about to finesse me. Now, I'm not going to be asking you for things. I'm not going to be asking you to pay my bills and buy me gifts and stuff like that, because I can do that on my own. But please know that I do not want you and expect you to be doing that either. This hair is still a little wet. Child, we might be putting on some different lashes. These lashes is too long. All right, so another what did I forget? I forgot some clamps. And you know what? When I went to TJ Maxx last night, I was very, very close. I was very, very close to buying a butterfly clamp. And I didn't. But that's okay. We're gonna make it work. And the great thing about this wig is that it's not that dense, so it's not a lot of hair. So we don't have a lot to flat iron. All right, the next one says, if another chick pop up at my man house, I would open the door. I would open the door, let her in, like, let's have a sit down and talk, let's chat. Cause ma'am, you are real emotional to be popping up over here. What y'all got going on, baby? I want to talk about it. I want to hear this story. Let's talk. I want to hear this. This sounds like it's gonna be real juicy. All right, the next one says, after sex, I always blank. I always lay there and wait for him to come wipe me off with the towel. Cause what? First of all, sir, I'm trying to see if you're gonna wipe me off. Like, I really want to see that, and I'm paying attention to how you wipe me off. If you rough, like, first of all, sir, why are you rough? Did you enjoy yourself? You didn't enjoy it? Next one says, when I need to escape from the world, my fave thing to do is travel. When I'm in my thoughts or in my feelings, I book me a trip. For real. Them four walls in your house start talking to you. And I don't agree with a lot of stuff those walls say. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the best thing for me to do is book a trip, go out the country, do some things that I can't do in Dallas, and do some things that I've never done, like conquer some fears and eat really exotic meals and cuisines that I haven't eaten before, and like just try different things. And the gratefulness that comes with it and that comes after that makes me feel so much better inside. Whatever I was feeling that was making me sad, or that was, you know, that was playing on my emotions and had me in my feelings, by the time I come back, whatever and whoever, baby, I just flexed on this shit. By the time I come back, I ain't even thinking about whatever was bothering me no more. When planning and booking a vacation, I always look for places with a lot of things to do that I haven't done before. I always like to, soon as I say that I'm gonna go somewhere, I get on Viator and I look at like all of the like the tours, the city tours, I look at the weather. I look at everything that they have to offer and do, because I never want to go somewhere and be bored. I never want to go out of the country and like just be in my hotel room the entire time, or just going out to eat and drinking. Like, I always want to do stuff that I've never done before. Next one says, in 2023, I'm looking most forward to continuing this stride. 2021 was a good year. 2022 was a good year. I'm looking forward to 2023 being a good year. So I'm looking forward to continuing the stride. Y'all know I'm not like real big on speaking on like what I got going and things that I have planned, because I truly do believe in if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And I don't feel like it's best to share everything that you have going. And if y'all notice, when I'm like getting ready to go out the country, or even when I'm just like do traveling period, I never really say it in the vlogs prior to doing it. I just do it. So yeah, in 2023, I'm just looking to continue the stride. The next one says, I would never date a man who still blank with his blank. Okay, so they can go so many ways. I'm gonna say I will never date a man who still you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I will never date a man who still lives with his mom, and that's because I have done it, right? And me myself, I don't live with my mother. I have my own place, so I don't even think it's fair for me. Like, I don't think it's fair to me, and it's fair for me to date someone who isn't footing their own bill on their own like I am. Also, because I have dated a man that still lived with his mom, that was a really difficult relationship, right? Because I was compared to her a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even think he was like doing it on purpose, but you know, like when I would cook, he would be like, oh, this don't taste better than my mama's. Or when I would go around, you know, she wasn't acknowledging me as his girlfriend. She was acknowledging me as his little friend. So it was just an awkward, odd relationship that I don't feel like is healthy for me to do again. Okay, the next one says, the best time of my life so far is right now. Right now. I'm totally enjoying the moment. I'm definitely in it. I wish that I could have this moment for life type of situation. Like, I'm loving right now. It says, I'm leaving a relationship when it gets for me, I'm leaving a relationship when it gets toxic and extremely negative. Like, when I feel like my peace is in question and is jeopardized, I'm leaving. I just want to be happy. And me knowing that I control my happiness, I control the situations that I'm in. I control everything. This is my life. So if I want to be happy and I'm in something that is affecting my peace and my happiness, then I know that I should leave and remove myself from that if I want to be happy. Yes, leaving may cause me a little bit of sadness, but no more sadness than staying. So when a relationship gets negative, toxic, abusive, like, you really have to look in the mirror and say, bitch, you could do bad by yourself and you ain't doing bad. So why add bad? If you add anything, it's supposed to be good. Good financially, good for you, good feeling, good, just good. Anything bad, get rid of it immediately. Leave it alone. Don't jeopardize your happiness. Don't jeopardize your peace just to say you got somebody, especially if who you got ain't making you happy. The next one says, I would never wear a slick back ponytail. I can't do it, girl. I can't wear a slick back ponytail since this forehead be heading, child. This forehead be heading. I would never wear a slick back ponytail. I admire a girl that can just do a edgy, slick back ponytail like Karen. Karen looks so beautiful with a slick back ponytail. Like, I did one on her yesterday, and you know, little baby hairs right here. Oh my god, so elegant. Like, she just has the prettiest little baby face. I just love her. She's just so gorgeous to me. She can do it. I'm so glad Karen didn't get my forehead, baby, because this forehead is genetic. It's real hard to dodge this forehead. It was hard for a lot of the women in my family to dodge this forehead. I got it. My grandma got it. My mama got it. This forehead was very hard to dodge, honey. Good luck. But Karen didn't get it. She got her daddy head. So the next one says, my love language is fill in the blank. My love language is physical touch. I like affection. And giving gifts. I've always been a giver, but I have to work on who I give to, because I do realize that I attract takers. The older I get, I realize that I attract takers. Okay, next question says, the most trifling thing a man has ever done to me was tell my business to his next girl. Tell all my business to his next girl. I felt that was just, I felt like that was really like the point of no return, really. But it definitely was like lick back worthy. So I dealt with him a little bit more after that. And I got my lick back. I got my lick back a couple of times. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got a real good heart. I'm a real good person. People shouldn't mess me over because my licks hurt. Physical and emotional. Add a little mousse to the top.
So I was going for a Gucci runway inspired look. So the crop top and the tie is from Shein. The leather pants are from Zara. My bracelets are from Shop Link and Live. That is my cousin's jewelry line. So definitely go and support. I'm also pairing it with this JBW watch, and I'm donning my red Saint Laurent heels here. They're comfortable, but not exactly for walking around New York, but hey. Then I'm also wearing this gorgeous quilted leather Zara jacket that I got last summer, and yeah, this is the look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat. Get ready with me. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Look out for more, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video soon.
Now you think you tried it, but you can't save me from myself.